Once upon a time, deep in the heart of the Verdant Jungle, there lived a tiger. Unlike any other, his name was Tiko, and he was curious, brave, and a little clumsy. One ordinary sunny afternoon, Tiko was wandering through the thick vines and tall trees when he spotted something shiny ahead. Drawn by his endless curiosity, he pushed through the bushes and found a hidden entrance covered in moss. It was an abandoned laboratory, forgotten by time. With a trembling paw and a heart full of excitement, Tiko stepped inside. The lab was filled with blinking lights, cracked screens, and strange machines. But one device stood out, a glowing orb of swirling blue energy suspended in midair. Tiko stared in awe, and without thinking, he reached out with a single touch. The orb exploded in a blinding flash of light, knocking him off his paws. When Tiko woke up, he felt different. He shook his head, trying to clear the dizziness, and then, without warning, he zoomed across the room faster than a shooting star and slammed into the wall. He blinked in shock, realizing he had super speed. He tried to stand, but ended up leaping 20 feet in the air, crashing into a hanging light fixture. With a groan, Tiko realized he had super jumping abilities too. What is happening to me? He thought. He stumbled and tripped over his new powers. Just then, a noise caught his attention. In the distance, he heard screams. The jungle animals were under attack. A gang of mischievous hyenas had invaded the peaceful glade, stealing food and chasing the smaller creatures. Without thinking, Tiko charged forward, his legs a blur. He zoomed into the glade, creating a gust of wind that knocked the hyenas off balance. He tried to roar heroically, but ended up hiccuping, sending a shockwave that toppled trees. The hyenas scrambled in fear, but the chaos continued. Tiko bounced between trees, ricocheting like a rubber ball. Finally, after a series of comic misfires, he cornered the leader of the hyenas. Big Snap, a sneering brute with a scar across his snout. Big Snap laughed at the clumsy tiger, thinking it would be an easy win. But Tiko focused his new powers, remembered the swirling orb, and launched himself forward with a roar that echoed across the jungle. He slammed into Big Snap, sending the hyena flying into a muddy pond. The other hyenas fled, tails between their legs. The jungle erupted in cheers. The animals lifted Tiko onto their shoulders, hailing him as their new hero. But Tiko knew he had a lot to learn. He returned to the lab, determined to master his powers. Inside the lab, Tiko met Master Shellstone, an old, wise turtle who once was the guardian of this place. After hearing Tiko's tale, Master Shellstone agreed to train him, teaching him how to control his speed, his strength, and even his mind. Days turned into weeks, and Tiko became faster, stronger, smarter. Yet every day brought new challenges, from robots built by a jealous raccoon scientist to monstrous plants created by a prankster parrot. Tiko faced them all, sometimes winning, sometimes falling flat on his face, but always with a grin. One day, a new threat emerged, the sinister Dr. Vortex, a shadowy figure who wanted to harness the jungle's energy for himself. With gadgets, drones, and traps, Dr. Vortex unleashed chaos. But TurboTiger, as he was now known, was ready. In an epic showdown, TurboTiger raced across the jungle, dodging energy blasts, leaping across cliffs, battling robot beasts. His clumsy beginnings were a thing of the past, though he still had his hilarious moments, tripping over vines or accidentally knocking down trees. Finally, TurboTiger confronted Dr. Vortex atop the ancient stone tower, lightning crackling around them. In a fierce battle of speed, brains, and bravery, TurboTiger used everything he learned. not just his powers, but his cleverness and heart. In a final move, he outsmarted Dr. Vortex, tricking him into trapping himself in one of his own energy cages. The jungle was safe once more, and TurboTiger became a true legend. Stories of his bravery spread far beyond the jungle. Across mountains, deserts, and oceans, Tiko remained humble, always remembering the ordinary tiger he once was and the incredible hero he had become. And so, the adventures of TurboTiger had only just begun, for every sunrise brought a new adventure, a new laugh, and a new chance to be the hero the world needed. Now let's talk about the amazing voice acting talent behind our hero, Tiko the Tiger. That's right. The voice of Tiko is none other than Nick Wolf, the man who brings iconic characters to life. You may recognize his voice from his portrayal of Tony the Tiger in the latest Kellogg's Cornflakes commercial. Yes, that Tony the Tiger. Now you might be wondering, why does a tiger eat cereal? Well, apparently Tony has a big bowl of cornflakes every morning to start his day, and he likes to share that joy with everyone around him. And thanks to Nick Wolf's incredible voice acting, Tony comes alive with energy, enthusiasm, and a whole lot of roar. So if you want to unleash your inner tiger and start your day with a bowl of energy, grab some cornflakes, watch the commercial, and get ready to feel those good vibes. And hey, thanks to Nick Wolf for joining us on this wild adventure. Now back to the story, and here's a little secret. The voice of TurboTiger is actually provided by a different Nick Wolf. Yes, there are two Nick Wolves involved in this jungle adventure. It's like a turbocharged double feature. Now, if you want to know more about the amazing talent behind the character, we've got the inside scoop for you. So let's dive in. First up, meet Nick Wolf, the voice of Tiko the Tiger. This talented actor and comedian has been making us laugh for years with his impeccable comedic timing and ability to make any character come to life. And let's not forget about his work as the voice of Tony the Tiger. Kellogg's Cornflakes commercial. It's hard to imagine anyone else bringing that iconic character to life with such energy and enthusiasm. But the fun doesn't stop there. We've also got Nick Wolf, the voice of TurboTiger. This multi-talented performer is known for his incredible voice acting skills and ability to inhabit any character he portrays. He's got a knack for delivering lines with perfect comedic timing, and his ability to make us laugh is second to none. So how did these two incredibly talented Nick Wolves get involved in this exciting project? Well, it all started when the creators of TurboTiger were looking for the perfect voice to bring Tiko to life. They wanted someone who could capture Tiko's essence, his cuteness, his charm, and his comedic timing. And when they heard Nick Wolf, they knew they had found the one. His ability to make us laugh and his passion for the project made him the ideal choice. But that's not all. When it came time to bring TurboTiger to life, the creators knew they needed a voice that could capture his energy, his bravery, and his heart. And when they heard Nick Wolf, they knew they had found the perfect fit. His ability to deliver lines with impeccable timing and his passion for the project made him the standout choice. It's no surprise that these two incredibly talented Nick Wolves were chosen for this adventure. Their dedication to their craft, their passion for the project, and their ability to make us laugh and root for the hero make them the perfect duo. They bring a level of energy and enthusiasm that's impossible not to love. And we're so glad they were a part of this wild ride. So the next time you hear the laughter and the roaring, the heart-pounding action, and the heartwarming moments, know that you're listening to the magic created by the two Nick Wolves. They've brought these beloved characters to life with such skill and precision that it's hard not to fall in love love with them, and for that, we owe them a big thank you. So keep an ear out for these talented performers and get ready to be amazed by their incredible talent. And remember, whether you're a fan of tigers, hyenas, or anything in between, there's a little bit of TurboTiger in all of us. So let your inner hero shine through and embrace the adventure. Who knows? You might just find yourself on a wild ride of your own. So thank you for joining us on this incredible journey. And until next time, keep being you. Because in the end, that's what matters most.